I think people, I hope people come to Salvage who are looking to um, return to the theater in a way that will be a kind of warm welcome back to that world, without anything that's gonna, hit you over the head with, intense drama that you're, gonna. Yeah, I just feel like everybody's got so much intense drama in their lives these days, and to be able to return to a everybody in the show, everybody in the audience is vaccinated. So even though, the audience is keeping their masks on the whole time, it should be there hopefully can be some sense of safety there. And so people will feel comfortable coming to see it, but it's just such a lovely play. The script is really well written by our good friend Tim Alderson, and he has written something that is somewhat unique in terms of what I've seen. In that, the music is just such a part of the story. It's not this suspension of disbelief. It is just part of the story, and so you get to watch these musicians play. You don't have to just watch these, people break out into song, and that is. And I love musicals. I'm not trying to, say that is not a viable or incredible theater going experience, but it is a little more unique to have it be more in the world of what's going on. And it's been a joy how people can come and share that with us.
I think the reason people should or must come to see our show, you hear this a lot, but Salvage is unlike anything they've seen before. I mean, first of all, it's not a musical. And so it's referred to as a play with music, which we've seen before. But this show is even different again, because it's about songwriters. So the songs come out organically. Two songwriters sitting in a room might say, hey, let me show you this thing I've been working on. And then I play a song. So the songs aren't sort of shoehorned into the action in some sort of way that the audience has to forgive. That's a very new thing or something I've never seen before. And I think the audience will really get a kick out of it. And then on top of that, like I said before, and I wish I had a better phrase, but this show is really about something in a way that is unusual. I've said to the other actors in my experience that characters in this play, more than any play I've ever worked on, they say what they mean. Usually the actors and the audience, they're trying to figure out what the actor really means, or what is the subtext. And there's backstory in this play. It's not that it's shallow, but these are people who are all after something and don't have time to play around. So they say what they mean. And that brings an immediacy to the play that's unusual, I think.
People should come to the production of Salvage because after a year of being inside and not getting to see live storytelling, I think it will truly invigorate them. It is such an exciting, it gives you adrenaline to go see a show. I feel like it's so important to have, theater is an ancient art that is dying. And not just Salvage, any play, go see it, keep it alive as long as possible. But I think people should come see Salvage because it's so exciting to see both live music and a play happening at once. And it does at times feel like you're in like a living room listening to other people sing. It's not like just an old school musical where people are putting on the glitz and the glam. It's really people sitting around and making music and talking. And I think that it's a really wonderful, visceral experience that everyone should come hang out with us.
I feel that people, they should come to the production of Salvage. One, if you feel comfortable, because we're still in a time where I nor my cast nor anyone should question, your comfortability. We are requiring that folks be vaccinated to see our production. We are requiring that they wear masks to be in the audience. But that still might not be a comfortable space for some. But first, if they're comfortable there, then they should come, because there's nothing like live theater. There's nothing like it. And in addition to that, this play, the writing of this play, is so heartfelt. It's so gripping. You see these people at times struggling, navigating, working through, confronting, sharing, listening, being vulnerable through their circumstances in life. And sometimes we need to see images reflected for us to then be able to have some answers for ourselves in life. Sometimes seeing it presented to us gives us the courage, the strength. It answers things that might be burdening you, or that you just go, I get it. You're guaranteed to have a good time. You're guaranteed to hear some great music. And we don't keep you alone. That's the other thing. We don't keep you alone, you know? So that's, yeah. We are always honored for anyone who comes to come share with us.
We didn't know when I first talked with the producer. It was back in January when vaccines just began rolling out, and she and I started talking about, maybe it's time to think about bringing Salvage back, and it was a risk when we decided, let's just plan for the fall and hope for the best. The world may shut down again. We may have to cancel. We don't know, but let's just go for it. And so it was exciting. It was fulfilling. It was weird. But man, it's great to be in the theater with an audience again. It really is.
You should come to see Salvage because, number one, it's a beautiful story. Number two, the music is gorgeous. You will be moved. And number three is because your life will be, changed in some way. Everyone can see themselves in this story in some way or another, whether you are an artist or not. It's really taps into who you are as a person and how you are connecting to those around you, and that we all are in relationship, and this play will speak to that, to make. And again, I love that quote, put the mirror up to nature. It puts the mirror up to nature, this piece, and we can see ourselves and be made better, moving forward, to make a wiser choice, or to reconnect with someone that maybe you are disconnected to, that doesn't need to be that way.
People really, really should come see the show. I think if people are confident enough that it's safe, and we have taken all the precautions, and I understand why people may still be skittish, but if people are feeling comfortable going out in public in a situation that is as safe as we can make it and following all the guidelines, I think it will be a very liberating experience in several ways of taking that word, right? Liberating, like you're getting out of our self-imposed incarceration, but very liberating to get back to that sense of theater, the communal experience of theater. And I do know from enough conversations throughout the life of Salvage that people do find it inspirational, and the music really is. It's people. This you always hear this. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll leave the theater singing. But that is what happens, and the songs really are kind of earworms, and so people leave humming the songs, and so it just, in this moment in time, the opportunity to get out and see live theater, I would say take the opportunity. It really is. It's I think it's even more impactful now when we've been without it for so long, when there's been such a drought. So based on opening weekend, I think I can say you'll have a great time. Come on down.